Today's video, I'm talking about the April 4th, 1991 Sacramento hostage situation where 4 hostage takers ended up taking 41 people hostage inside a Good Guys electronics store here in Sacramento, California. 3 of the hostages were killed and 3 of the 4 hostage takers were also killed, for a total of 6 people ending up losing their lives. Now that Good Guys store is now turned into a Dollar Tree. So the 4 perpetrators, they were 3 brothers and 1 friend. Their names were Long, Pham, and Loy Win, and then their friend's name was Quan Tran. And again, their plan was basically to go into the Good Guys electronics store and hold everyone hostage, simply really for the notoriety. I guess they had trouble finding jobs, and so they wanted something to be remembered for. But anyway, so the Good Guys electronics store, again now turned Dollar Tree, it's located at 7020 Stockton Boulevard in Sacramento, California here. This hostage situation ended up lasting about 8 hours, from about 2 to 10 p.m. on April 4th. So the 4 perpetrators, their ages were 17 to 21 years old. They all were pretty young, but one of the brothers was still in high school, and so on the day of the hostage situation, he called into school claiming he had a toothache, and so he didn't show up to school. The other 3 hostage takers told their family and friends that they were going to go fishing, and so they ended up all getting together and arriving around 1 p.m. or so on April 4th. When they arrived, they had 3 pistols and a shotgun. Went inside and they shot into the ceiling to assure everyone that no one's going to get out of here. They told one of the employees to lock the door. In total, there was 40 or 41 hostages. Police were called around 1:33 p.m. to, of course, come and help the hostages and, of course, bring down the perpetrators. The police had some negotiations with perpetrators, but they had some very, very interesting and bizarre demands. So their demands were initially that they wanted $4 million, 40 1,000-year-old ginseng roots, 50 troop helicopter to take them to Thailand and refuel in Alaska first. They also wanted at least 4 bulletproof vests, which the bulletproof vests were kind of the main things that the perpetrators wanted. It fluctuated every hour what they were wanting, but the main thing they were wanting was a bulletproof vest. Now, realistically, I don't think the police were looking into giving them $4 million, let alone how are they going to find these 1,000-year-old ginseng roots. I've never even heard of those. So that's kind of where a lot of the discussions between the perpetrators and police kept stumbling. It was like, how are they going to find all these random things, in a helicopter with 50 guards or something? And anyway, so there's a lot of bizarre demands that they were wanting. I want to read you one of the quotes that one of the hostages told police. All right, so one of the hostages, named Fernando Gutierrez, he was one of the ones who was killed. Before he was killed, he talked to one of the police negotiators on the phone, and basically he told them, he said, "Hey, I'm a hostage. You guys have a full force full of bulletproof vests. How come you guys can't spare 3 more? Otherwise, we're all going to get killed." He says, "You guys are stupid." That's what he told the police, because I guess they were not necessarily giving up some bulletproof vests to give to the hostage takers. They gave a couple to the hostage takers, but they didn't give enough. And so Fernando was basically like, "Hey, I'm a hostage here. You guys are not giving enough bulletproof vests to the hostage takers. Basically, we're all going to die because you are not willing to give up some like 3 bulletproof vests. And unfortunately, Fernando was right. Police did give, I believe, at least 2 bulletproof vests in exchange for some of the hostages, but again, when all was said and done, 3 of the hostages were killed by, again, the hostage takers. 3 out of the 4 hostage takers were killed by police when they stormed in the building. A lady who was pregnant was actually shot in the belly, and she ended up losing her child, and so I guess technically 7 people killed, all for pretty much no reason except, you know, the 3 brothers, the Wins, they were just talking about that they wanted a ton of notoriety and that they had no luck getting jobs and wanted to go back to Thailand. So in their mind, I guess doing this kind of crazy event would somehow get them that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel again, and until next time, my name's Harmon, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.